Why are the New Day the tag team champions again for a third time in 9 months? I will say it again. Why are the New Day the tag team champions for the third time in 9 months? Did they deserve another tag team title reign? Or is WWE being just lazy and giving them another tag team title reign just for the sake of giving them a tag team title reign? I'm going to go with option B. Folks, if you do not see the clear way about this and this main event tonight, you are a complete idiot. WWE gave the New Day the tag team titles again because they have nothing else to do with the tag team division on Smackdown. They don't care about the tag team division on Smackdown. They don't care about tag team wrestling in general. So what they're going to do, they're going to rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. They're going to give the tag team titles to whoever they want to. They're going to give the tag team titles to their favorites. And in this case, their favorites are the New Day. Don't you ever feel that, I don't know, you've had, I'm going to make an example with food. Don't you feel that you have the same dessert every single night? Say you have, I don't know, a bowl of ice cream every single night, and you don't change it up, and you're just going to keep eating it and eating it and eating it and never get tired of it, instead of having something else, maybe a protein bar or a chocolate bar or a bag of popcorn. I'm comparing to this because that's what WWE does. They never want to try new things. They never want to push tag team wrestling on the main roster. They keep giving the titles to the goddamn New Day for no reason. Now don't get me wrong. I like Big E. I like Kofi Kingston. I like Xavier Woods. They're all great wrestlers. But for God's sake, man, why do they need to be the tag team champions again for a third time in 9 months? That's honestly ridiculous. That's not pushing tag team wrestling, folks. That is lazy. That is giving opportunities to your favorites only. That is favoritism. That's favoritism in WWE. Where's the tag teams that we need on SmackDown? And the WWE in general? The Miz and Morrison just won the tag team titles in February at Super Showdown. They won the tag team titles in February at Super Showdown from the New Day. John Morrison and The Miz went through the entire SmackDown tag team division at the Elimination Chamber, the Lucha House Party, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, Heavy Machinery, the New Day, the Usos. They ran through all of those tag teams in the Elimination Chamber. I was there. John Morrison retained the SmackDown tag team titles for his team at WrestleMania in a great ladder match. And then we all go into this match expecting The Miz to retain the other half of the SmackDown tag team title. Because if John Morrison retained, why wouldn't The Miz? But nope. WWE threw a curveball at us. They fooled us. and they gave the New Day yet another tag team title reign. Now, don't get me wrong. The Miz and John Morrison have been cringe with this new gimmick they got, this hey hey ho ho gimmick that they got going on for themselves. It's cringe. But they literally just won the tag team titles 2 months ago. And I'd much rather have them or the Usos, probably them, Miz and Morrison. I'd much rather have them as the tag team champions over the freaking New Day. Again, the proper thing to do was to drop the tag team titles to Heavy Machinery in the summer when the time came for Heavy Machinery to become the tag team titles, to become the tag team champions. This is ridiculous. This is really ridiculous. The match was okay tonight. The match was okay. Terrible outcome. A terrible outcome with Big E winning the match and the New Day being tag team champions for an 8th time. It's honestly ridiculous. If you people defend this decision of the New Day becoming the tag team champions on SmackDown Live, you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot in my eyes. God, this really, really pisses me off, man. This really pisses me off. And I decided to talk about this first on SmackDown Review because I just wanted to get it off my chest. I wanted to get it out of the way with. I was so pissed off about this decision. Now it's clear as day. You got Charlotte Flair, who gets everything she wants in the women's division. You got guys like Roman Reigns, who gets whatever he wants, pushes, whatever. I don't know. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, and then the New Day. I'm sick of tired of Charlotte Flair. I'm getting sick and tired of the New Day. That's how pissed off I am. These guys should have broken up after WrestleMania 33, to be honest. These guys should have broken up after they were the hosts of WrestleMania. They could have went on singles runs on their own, and they would have been fine. They would have been fine on their own. They have become the stalest act, one of the stalest acts on WWE television, probably the stalest act on SmackDown. And they do not deserve to have another tag team title reign whatsoever. Whew. What a start to the SmackDown review tonight, man. And guys, for tuning in tonight to SmackDown review, this is Joseph Conlon. We'll talk about everything that happened on the review tonight, starting it in a way I never start a review. So we're gonna try to make it shorter, so I'm not here forever now. I just started with a freaking 9-minute introduction about the New Day becoming the tag team titles. A very, very heated introduction right here on the SmackDown review. So let's get to it. Let's get to this god-awful show that's known on SmackDown on Fox. This show started off with a moment of bliss, and their guest was Braun Strowman. You started off SmackDown with Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and Braun Strowman. What does that signal? Change the channel. You want a reason to change the channel in the first 3 minutes of SmackDown? There you go. Braun Strowman, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. How horrible is that, man? How horrible is that? That's terrible. bad enough that they had freaking Braun Strowman, the Universal Champion, freaking doing cheers with Alexa Bliss and sipping tea. And sipping tea with Alexa Bliss. Yet, they want us to take our Universal Champion seriously. It's funny, man. It's funny. We're supposed to take our Universal Champion seriously when he's sitting there sipping tea with Alexa Bliss. Give me a break. Come on, WWE. You can do better than that. So then, she's talking, and then she talks about Bray Wyatt and what he said last week. Braun says, Bray Wyatt knows me a lot. I know him a lot too. I was in his family when I first came. Blah, blah, blah. And then we get to a part in the match where, a part in the segment, my bad, where he sees a box at the corner. And he says, "Oh, Alexa, it looks like you got a box for me." So he opens the box. Okay, he opens the box. And it's got his black sheep mask in it. And Bray Wyatt is laughing in the background. Segment sucked. This segment was honestly terrible. A bad way to open up Smackdown. Yes, it brought back stories with Braun Strowman and the Wyatt family. But this was a horrible way to start SmackDown. And it was announced that it's going to be Braun Strowman defending the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank against Bray Wyatt, not The Fiend. Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt will be challenging Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Now, I went on here last week and I said Bray Wyatt is no question beating Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank if he's challenging for the Universal Championship. Now he's Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt facing Braun Strowman, and now I'm honestly terrified. I'm terrified that Braun Strowman is beating Bray Wyatt at Money in the Bank. I really don't know what to think about this. I guess the one thing for me to think about is that I'm frightened. I'm frightened that Bray Wyatt is going to lose to frickin' Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank. And if he loses to Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank, forget about it. Just like in baseball. You get 3 strikes and you're out. Bray Wyatt gets 1 more strike. He's out, folks. Hell in a Cell finish. Losing to Goldberg in 3 minutes. And losing to Braun friggin' Strowman. Bray Wyatt would be dead officially if he loses. Sasha Banks versus Tamina Snuka. Tamina botched 3 times in the first 30 seconds of this match. Just wanted to point that out there. This match sucked. What am I really supposed to say? And of course Tamina won, because WWE are complete idiots. They're complete idiots that they had Lacey Evans come out and punch Bayley. Tamina super kicks Sasha outside the ring. She brings her back in, and she super kicks her inside the ring. And she beat Sasha Banks clean. She didn't beat her by DQ. She didn't beat her by countout. She beat her clean in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. If that's not a disgrace to you guys, I don't know what is. So this more than likely earns Tamina a women's championship match against Bayley at Money in the Bank. Awesome. That's my bathroom match at Money in the Bank if it's happening. Sheamus versus Denzel Dejournette squash match. Bro kick, 1 minute. Michael Cole was talking about Jeff Hardy on commentary when Sheamus won again. So Sheamus goes up to Michael Cole and he says, "Don't disrespect me by talking about Jeff Hardy after what I just did out there." So I see a Sheamus and Jeff Hardy feud in the future on SmackDown. I can get behind that, I guess. I like both guys. Should be fun, hopefully. After this, they announced that, but this was before the Dana Brooke Naomi match, by the way. They announced that WWE will be taking place at WWE headquarters this year in Stamford, Connecticut. And the slogan this year for Money in the Bank is, "You'll have to climb the corporate ladder." But they'll be fighting on the ground of WWE headquarters. They'll be fighting on the ground of WWE headquarters, and the Money in the Bank contract will be all the way at the top of Titan Tower. The first person to climb all the way up there, retrieve the briefcase, wins. I'm not going to talk about it on this review. I'm going to talk about it on Sunday's News and Rumors video. So I'm going to be talking about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view Sunday on the News and Rumors video. So you guys can check that out Sunday. My thoughts on WWE holding Money in the Bank at Titan Tower in the WWE headquarters this year. Naomi versus Dana Brooke. Winner would qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. You'd be lucky if I decided to watch a Naomi Dana Brooke match. I went in the other room, across my living room, laid down and sat on Twitter, and then when I heard the match was over, I came back in, and I was outside, laying in this room. I was laying in this room. I heard the referee count 1, 2, 3, and I heard Dana Brooke's music. I'm like, whoa, this can't be right. So I go in there, I look at the television screen. Dana Brooke hits a sunset flip, and she pins Naomi. And she is in the Money in the Bank ladder match over Naomi. That's a joke, if I've ever seen one. Dana Brooke in the Money in the Bank ladder match? Give me a break. How could you put Dana Brooke in this Money in the Bank match for an opportunity at a championship of at the championship of your brand? You put Dana Brooke in there over Naomi? That's laughable. You know? That's absolutely laughable. Now, hopefully, Dana Brooke, Naomi, I meant to say, somehow gets in this match. Because I could see Naomi doing really cool spots in the Money in the Bank ladder match like this. So hopefully they'll give her a second chance. I doubt it, but what does this tell you about the way they booked these women's segments tonight? Tamina beat Sasha Banks clean, and Dana Brooke beat Naomi clean. That's a disgrace. That is honestly a disgrace. Two really good wrestlers like that losing to atrocious wrestlers like Dana Brooke and Tamina. Give me a break. Seriously, give me a break. That's unacceptable. That is really unacceptable from WWE. What's not unacceptable was this Sonya Deville Mandy Rose segment. Because this was by far the best thing on the show, in my opinion. This was great. So Sonya Deville's coming out. She's like, Mandy didn't answer my text. She didn't answer my calls, emails. Out comes Mandy Rose. She's like, I'm here. I'm not going to accept your apology after what you did with me and Otis. And then she said, Mandy, you don't understand. she's crying. She's pretending to be crying, and then she says, "You are the most selfish, undeserving person I have ever met." From Absolution to Fire and Desire. Fire and Desire was never about both of them. It was always about Mandy Rose. Sonya Deville was blurred out in in the entrance. She was coming out to Mandy Rose's theme song. It was all about Mandy Rose, the Golden Goddess, she says. And then she got in a relationship with Otis, and she's been trying to help her, but she refused. And Dolph Ziggler comes out, and he tries to get Mandy Rose back, and Sonya Deville punches Mandy Rose. She floors Mandy Rose. Otis comes out, and he attacks Dolph Ziggler. Hits the caterpillar on him, connects. Sonya Deville drags out Dolph Ziggler, and we are probably heading to a mixed tag team match at Money in the Bank with Mandy Rose and Otis and Dolph Ziggler and Sonya Deville. I thought this segment was great. This segment was really, really great. The promo that Sonya Deville cut on Mandy Rose was really, really good. And by far the best promo she has ever cut in her WWE career. She had the emotion, she had the passion, she had the intensity. She has the intensity that Smackdown needs. Smackdown has no intensity in the women's division whatsoever. What I was thinking was maybe you have, I guess Sonya beat Mandy to start her push, because Sonya Deville after this promo needs a push. And if she doesn't get a push, I'm going to be angry. I really am. She has the intensity, she has the aggression that this SmackDown Women's Division needs. They need a heel like Sonya Deville, in my opinion. Bayley's doing really good she's doing alright as a heel. She's been doing pretty good these past couple weeks with the Sasha Banks storyline. But once this Sasha Banks Bayley feud eventually ends, which is probably going to be in the summer, you gotta insert Sonya Deville into the title picture. You got to. She's really good, and she can cut a promo too. That's what she proved to me tonight. We saw a very nice package for the late great Howard Finkel. Rest in peace, Howie Finkel. The best ring announcer in professional wrestling history, no doubt. Oh man, I gotta hurry up. I'm at 23 minutes. So we got Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro for the Money in the Bank qualifier, and in comes Daniel Bryan's doing a suicide dive to Cesaro. He connects, and then the Hacker shows up, and he plays these clips of the Usos, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, The Miz and Morrison, The New Day, and he says, "Keep your friends close." And then that's it. So that was weird. That was interesting. Maybe it's teasing something between Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak, that they're not friends, and Drew Gulak is keeping his enemy close, and his enemy's Daniel Bryan. So we'll see what happens. But besides that, this match was really good. I mean, how can you not get a good match out of Daniel Bryan and Cesaro? Last time they wrestled on SmackDown, they only went 8 minutes. They went much longer this time. It was a really good match. Great counters. Cesaro had a crossface in. Bryan countered it into the yes lock. Cesaro got out of it. Bryan was running to how he does his move, running to the turnbuckle and jumps off. Well, Cesaro actually caught him, and Bryan reversed it and put it into the yes lock, and Cesaro tapped out. So Daniel Bryan is the first competitor in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. This was really good. I wish Cesaro had won this match. He would have been a really nice touch in the ladder match, but it's whatever. This was really good, and Daniel Bryan should play a good part in the ladder match. Backstage, Elias pretends like he's walking out to the ring, and he gets ambushed by Baron Corbin. He gets abusively attacked by Baron Corbin. He hits the hand. He says, "You're taking me as a joke, huh?" "Yes, Corbin, we are taking you as a joke. Your gimmick sucks, and you need a gimmick change badly. Maybe we could write you off TV for a few months since we all hate you." "You take me as a joke." So he says, "I'm the king of SmackDown, blah, blah, blah." He's beating up Elias. He's going after his hand. He stomps on his hand. Elias is screaming. And then he hits Elias in the throat with his scepter. And then he does it again to the skull. And then that was that. You know, whatever. Why is this feud still continuing? I have no idea. No one cares. So why write it out this much further? It's a waste of time, and just cancel the whole feud, please. So then they announced next week's SmackDown, we're going to see Drew Gulak versus Baron Corbin in the Money in the Bank qualifier match. I'm pretty sure Baron Corbin's going to win that one. And then for the women, it'll be Lacey Evans versus Sasha Banks for the qualifier. I pray to God Sasha Banks wins. I pray to God she wins. If Lacey Evans gives her the women's right and pins her clean, Sasha should just walk out on this company again. She should walk out again if she loses to Lacey Evans next week. And then we're also getting a women's tag team title match with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Carmella and Dana Brooke. Vomit. I'm gonna vomit. And then we're gonna get a history rerun between Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt on SmackDown as well, and a celebration for Triple H for 25 years in the business, something like that. I don't know. A celebration for Triple H next week on SmackDown. They're just doing that to bring in viewers, you know, whatever. I'm not talking about the triple threat match again. I've already raged. I've already ranted on that. This show is awful tonight. This show is awful. SmackDown sucks. SmackDown really does suck, man. At least Monday Night Raw is watchable, and it's actually okay, in my opinion, but this show's horrible. This show is really, really horrible. And you got people on Twitter saying, "Oh, this show is really fun tonight. This show was good." What's good about SmackDown? The fact that there was 2 good segments on SmackDown tonight out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 segments on SmackDown tonight. Only 2 of them were good. Yet, in people's eyes, they thought this was a good show tonight. Those are the people who are WWE apologists and shills. So, don't listen to them. This show sucked. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Big Five Field channel. We reached 70 subscribers, so I want to thank you for that. Comment down below what you thought of tonight's SmackDown. Like I said, this show is awful tonight. If you know me well, you'll probably say the same thing as well. Like this video with the super kick. You can follow me on Twitter at Conlon_Joseph. You can follow me on Instagram at Conlon_Joseph. And you can follow Eddie on Twitter as well at EddieMullen515. Guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm tired. And I'll be back on Sunday for news and rumors. I might need a beverage for my reviews more often now. It's keeping me up. I'm still tired though. I'm going to get some sleep. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good night.